sweet to me. This is where I wanna be. On up with you, supersonic. We're on fire, rockin' love alive. On up with you. Just in the backseat of the Beamer, put my feet up. How you feeling? Yeah, yeah. Just in the backseat of the Beamer, put my feet up. How you feeling? Yeah. Just in the backseat of the Beamer, put my feet up. How you feeling? Yeah, yeah. Just in the backseat of the Beamer, put my feet up. How you feeling? Yeah. Just in the backseat of the Beamer, put my feet up. How you feeling?
And welcome back to Hand Collectibles for another Fanhome review and tutorial. And as always, please do hit that bell notification. Please do like and subscribe to the channel. It really does help. And as you can see, it's an exciting day. It's new build day because we have the 89 Batmobile from Fanhome. And as you can see, we have issues 1 and issue 2 in the first package. So obviously we have the booklet for issue 1, booklet for issue 2. Pretty cool. Move them to one side. And then we have these nifty, really well presented, really well packaged Batman, the Batmobile, the 89 Batmobile. This is probably my favourite Batmobile, the 89 Batmobile. My favourite Batman, Keaton, favourite Batmobile. So this is really exciting for me. As you can see, we've got pack 1, pack 2. Obviously, these are all the parts of pack 1, these are all the parts of pack 2. So I believe the wheels in here and the main hood assembly and turbine is in this one. So pretty cool, really nice, really well packaged. This is definitely something different for Fanhome. And then as well as the magazines and the parts, you get this nifty little pamphlet that comes with it, which tells you what you, when you've subscribed, what you get. So you get 3 posters, you get your mug, you get a metal plate. Instead of a number plate, you get a metal plate this time, because obviously Batman doesn't have a number plate. T-shirt and a 1/43 scale miniature model. So anybody who's building these, you know, the Skyline came with one, the Supra comes with one, this one comes with one, so really cool. We'll open this up, just have a quick look. There's a bit about Tim Burton's Batman, you know, iconic bit of cinema history. The iconic Batmobile just here, probably the best Joker and the best Batman in my personal opinion. So there's a bit there about that. And if we open this up again, this tells you bit about the 1/8 scale, 75 centimeters, 30 inches in total length, and what it looks like. And some of the front turbine, the side wings, the dashboard that lights up, the jet engine. And it'll tell you that headlights, tail lights, and engine interior light up, metal and ABS parts, 1/8 scale, side wings, machine guns, grappling hooks, and all the gadgets faithfully are reproduced. And then obviously it gives you the actual measurements. And then if I just move this up, we'll have a quick look through. So it tells you about obviously the magazines that are in the collection, and if you did the premium offer, you get the nifty, really nice light up base now, which is pretty cool. So those that have built the 66 Batmobile, you've already seen this case with the light up display, and anybody that's building the Skyline, you're obviously probably still waiting for this to drop with your last package. Please do hurry up. Please, Fanhome, I really want to complete the Skyline. But coming away from that, back to Batman, you get all this, and then once you open this up, so this is going to be a little harder to do, you get this massive poster of the 89 Batmobile. So I believe this is the actual model. Really nice piece, super cool. And look at that, got the nifty logo at the top. Absolutely love this. So yeah, just a nice little piece that comes with it. Okay, without further ado, we'll start with pack 1. Okay, so here we are with pack 1. So we've got pack 1 here, and then we've got the magazine here for issue 1. So I won't open this yet, I'll do this after we've looked through the booklet. So we'll just move this to one side, and then we'll open the booklet and have a look. So a bit about the origin of a legend. About the film here, and then you've got the instruction manual, so it tells you what parts you get, so you can make sure you do your checklist to make sure they're all there, and then obviously putting this together. and then what it should look like and what this part actually is once it's on the car. Then it goes back to a bit of a different format this time to what we're used to, because normally the instructions are right at the very end of the magazine, but something new, quite like that. You've got the Dark Knight Returns, so we've got a bit about magazines here, which is pretty cool. The Detective Comics, Batman 39, very cool. Super cool. Okay, and then we'll have a look what's inside the box. And without further ado, I'll bring you to the exciting bit, the bit that we've all been waiting for, which is what is inside box number 1, issue number 1, and the parts, and see what this is like. So this is a new format for Fanhome, because normally when you buy it, you come in a plastic clam tray, and you can see what parts they are. But now we've got this nifty little box, nice little DC Warner Brothers logo, it's nice Batmobile, bat sign, Batman, really cool. So we'll flip this open and we'll have a look. So this is also pretty new as well, so obviously we've got all the parts here, move that to one side, and then all these parts really well packaged this time. Fanhome, I think Fanhome's starting to listen, because I've noticed that some of the quality control on some of the metal pieces are being damaged in transit. This is loads better, so this will stop stuff getting damaged in transit when it's on its way to you as the collector. Really nice, really well done Fanhome. This is super, a real big step in the right direction for the collector. Okay, we'll move the box to one side and then we'll get all these pieces laid out and we can have a look, see what we've got. Okay, so here are all issued parts laid out already. As you can see, there is a lot of parts. We've got die-cast parts and we've got plastic parts. As you can see, the main die-cast pieces of the main turbo housing, infamous part on the front. We've got these two top parts of the turbine. We've then got these plastic parts. So it's worth mentioning all the parts once are all wrapped up as well in plastic, so that's pretty cool as well. We've got two of these, a single one of these, so it must be slightly different. Turbine front part, we've got some little pulleys, two of these, nose cone, then we've got some C screws, some B screws, A screws and D screws, and then this is what it looks like when you take it out. So really well packaged, you know, really well protected until it gets to you, the collector. It's a really good thing it is from Fanhome. And then you get your nifty screwdriver, as you always do with your first build. We'll put that to one side. Okay, we'll see where we've got to start. Okay, so this is where we start with these parts, and what we're going to do is we're going to spin this over this way, then we're going to insert these, I'm gathering, on this part here, like this. Yes, this way around. Right like that. So, pretty well much fit like that. Nice little bit of gridding in here as well, already done for you, really nice. You might have to clean the car down though once you put all this together, maybe with like an alcohol wipe or something, just to get your fingerprints off it, because it's matte. You're probably going to get that. So we'll spin this over. Then what we're going to do is, I believe it is 2 A screws in here and a C screw in this hole up here. So if I get the A screws first, I'll get 2 of them out, and then we'll just put the 2 A screws in. So one here, like so. You can go quite tight with these because obviously you're going into a metal thread and you won't strip it out. One here. Then we get a C screw as well. And the C screw just goes up on this end. Turn that over. Why that's not going to go in there? Look. Okay, so that's that C screw in, because that will apply a little bit of pressure to it. What what we're going to do is we're just going to insert the opposite side into place, like so. I'm going to get 2 more A's. The A screws are the ones that go in the 2 holes, then the C screw is what goes further up. That's the first one in. Like so. Then if I get the C screw out as well, and then we'll put that, make sure that's right in place. There we go. Pretty cool. Look at that. And you kind of get an idea of what the size is going to be like on this, because this is just the hood. But yeah, really nice piece. All die cast, already quite weighty. Pretty neat. Okay, we'll move on to the next part. Okay, so the next step is we're going to bring this in. This is like the main turbine nose cone. We've got these 2 little pulleys to put in. It says that one is 1.5 and one is 1.6. I can't really see if there's any differences between these. They look pretty well much identical. And if I just lift this up, there's 1 hole here and 1 hole here where we're going to insert these. Just one now, and one a little bit further up there. That's where they're going to be inserted, and they are going to be held in with some B screws. Okay, so I'm just going to hold the pulleys in. I'm going to spin it over, and then I'm just going to insert the B screws in on the other side. I need to do it one by one. I'll hold that one in first. Make sure I get a real good purchase on holding it in. I don't know if these are meant to turn, so I'm just going to lever it off a little bit just so they rotate. And then I'm also going to do the next one, which is the one further up. We'll insert that back into its spot where it goes, hold that in tight. Okay, so they're both in, they both spin. That's kind of, I think, what the idea of it is. Then we're going to bring this part back in. It does actually say in the instruction manual, don't over tighten these because they should turn, so be aware of that. So then we've got this little part here to bring in. We're going to drop that right in the center. And then the next thing is you just need to bring this bag in with these 2, and then we're just going to put these 2 belts inside the turbo housing. So the one that goes to the top here is the lower belt, so we'll put this in first. So we'll move that there, we'll stretch that across into place. You can really tell this is quite delicate to do. You might even need to use a pair of tweezers trying to get these in. And I do, just pull that, put that in. Okay, so there we go with that. Make sure it's in on the bottom one, like so. Yes, it is. And this one is going to go in on that side. Extremely fiddly to get in, especially if you've got big size fingers. Okay, so there's that and that one. So slightly closer that one so you can see. and they do all turn, and that's how that should be. Right, let's see what the next step is. Okay, so the next step is we're going to bring the main nose of the turbine in, so as you can see here and here. And then we've got I believe it's a D screw, yeah, it's going to hold it in from the back. And as you can see, there's just a little notch here which lines up with this one here, so it can only go on one way. There we go, and then we'll return it over, put that then, get a screw and a screwdriver, put that in place. Do that up. Don't go too tight, just tight enough so it holds it in. Don't forget, these are now plastic parts. You do not want to be stripping the thread out of a plastic part. Okay, so let's see what the next step is. It is to bring these in. So you've got one in a single one in a bag, and then you've got two in a bag. So the two in the bag is part 113, which is your two side ones. Yeah, so 113, and one just pushes into place there, like so. One on the other side as well, push that into place, like that. And then you've got a single one, which is in a bag on its own, which is your 114 part, which is your top one, which is obviously slightly different. We'll push that into place there, as you can see. What that looks like. Really cool piece, iconic piece of the car. Never realised that the nose peered downwards before. Something you learn every day. Okay, so then the next step is, so obviously we're going to fit this. So this part obviously goes in here like this, but it also has like a little notch on here, and it only fits one way in here. So obviously that, and then spins the housing for them as well, and I've now pulled it all off. That's why they tell you not to do that bit straight away. Okay, so I've inserted all the pulleys back in the correct position after I knocked them out, and that's why I do these videos. I make the mistakes so that you don't have to. And what we're going to do now this time is we're going to insert this in the back here. So this top one up here should line up with this one, and then these two bottom ones should line up in here either side. I'm going to line the pulley system up. I'm going to line this notch up as well, so it goes at the top. And what I'm going to do is it should all just fit together. Like so. I believe that's it. I think that's all in. I think if we just screw these together on the back, don't know if these have got pushed right through. I think we can just screw these in from the back now. Okay, see what screws we need. Okay, so what we'll need is 3 D screws. So here we go. We'll get the first one. We'll hold all this in place, and we'll put the D screw in. We've got one going now. I'm going to pipe them all in first and then do them up. Another one going in there, and then the final one as well on this side. And then we'll just do them up just until it feels tight enough. Feel like the pinch. There we go. So ideally, yeah, this should move, and all the pulleys should move on the inside. So if I do that, and then I just show you. There we go. All the pulleys move as well. Really nice piece. How this is all going to work when the car's put together, well, I don't know, but definitely be interesting to find out. Okay, so I brought the main hood part back in, and then what we're going to do is pretty well much this just slides through and sits here. And it's held in by 3 A screws. So we're going to put one here, and then one here. And they're the locator screws for this. So if I get the A screws out, bring my screwdriver in. What we'll do is we'll do these ones down here first, like so. I'm just going to do these up just so it pinches it, and then I can do them up a little tighter after. Once everything's in place. One more. That's the top one then. A little harder to get into place. There we go. Right, they're pretty tight now with these. Get these located in. And we'll flip this over and have a look, and as you can see, that's pretty cool. So that there is the main turbine in place, exactly where it's meant to go, as you can see. Extremely cool. And that brings us to the end of issue 1. And we'll move on and we'll have a look to see what's in issue 2. Okay, so here we have issue 2, so we've got the actual issue that we look through the magazine. They're in issue 2's assembly parts, so small little box now this time with the same logo. Really nice touch with the Batman, the Batmobile, the Bat logo, DC Warner Brothers. Nice little put together piece. Got some bits on the back as well. If you want to pause and have a read, that is purely up to you. And we'll flip this back over. Really nice and well presented. This is really unexpected for this model. I'm going to move that to one side and we'll have a look through the magazine as we normally do. As you can see, a bit more about the director, Tim Burton. Some lovely screenshots from the actual film, Michael Keaton. And then in the middle again, we've got the instruction manual for the parts that come. So obviously we've got left rear wheel. Really cool how that fits together, and then a bit more about the magazines, like the comics. So Batman Hush comic, really cool comic, so if anybody wants to read, that is an outstanding comic to go and read. And then you've got 1940s detective comic Batman. Some great illustrations out of the comics in these magazines, and there you go, pretty cool. Okay, so we'll move on and we'll see what's in the box. Okay, so here we have issue 2's assembly parts. If I open this up, as you can see, equally well packaged and put together. So we'll move the box to one side. You can see we've got the tyre. Let's just open this up. So we've got the main part of the tyre. We've got a couple of sets of screws. Got this main iconic symbol, hub. We pull this part out, so that's the back side of the tyre. Nice little bit of cardboard in between and all to stop anything rubbing and getting damaged. And then we've got the main wheel as well. Okay, so as you can see, I'll get all the parts lined up. This is what you get in there. So you get some D screws and you get some A screws in this as well. So obviously it's a big tyre. Obviously the rear of the car, the back side of the tyre. It's an unusual way of doing it. Presuming that this has got to fit inside here at some point. So yeah, really nice attention to detail inside the wheel as well. Okay, let's start putting this together. Okay, so the first step is we're going to take the cone of the inside of the back wheel, and we're going to take this nifty little bat sign. As you can see on the underside, there is a little dowel just here. That is going to fit in this hole here. And then what we're going to do is hold this into place, and it's going to be held in with a D screw on the underneath. Put the D screw on there, hold this in place. We'll screw this in. Don't go too tight, just tight enough so it doesn't move about on there. That's it, that's about as tight as you want it. Okay, so then the next step is we're going to take this plastic part of the wheel and we're going to insert the metal hub in on the inside. So nice little details, that little valve there for the pump the tyre up. And then I think once we just locate these over the top of where the screw holes go, it should just lock into place. There we go, just drops in. It's going to be held in with 4 D screws. Get the D screws. Probably going to use Fanhome screwdriver this time, because my one getting down these holes without scratching anything up might struggle. Like I say, don't have to go super tight with these. Go opposites, make sure that we screw it down nice and flat. There we go. 2 more. That's that one in as well. And then the last one in. Like so. There we go. So that's locked in place as it should do. So the next step is to bring the tyre in. So obviously this part here with the nice bit of the hub facing goes in here. And then you're going to push that into place. Now it does say to warm the tyre up to make it a bit more pliable because it is really stiff. So I'm going to heat the tyre up a little bit and then try and just insert the wheel in. Okay, so I just heated the tyre up a little bit, just with some boiling hot water, just to try and get this in. And what we're going to try and do is just get this lip all the way around. This is definitely going to be pretty hard to do. You push it from the underside and all with your finger just to try and get it in place. Like so. Okay, and we can just drop this in, push it in. There we go. That's what it looks like from the other side. Okay, all just nice and in. There we go. Pretty hard work to get that in there. It's a really tight fit around this lip. But it's in now. So we'll have a look, see what the next step is. Okay, so the final step for this issue is we're going to line this up. Then this part here, we'll line these up with these screw holes. And this will hold the back of the wheel in. Like so. This is going to be held in with D screws. 4 D screws. Put that one in first. Go quite tight with these. On the other side in. Always go across from each other. Like so. And we're going to put this one in as well. As you can see, as you put it in, it tightens the tyre on the lip. Quite an unusual way of putting these on. Not what we're used to at all when we're doing the Skyline or the Supra. No. There we go. That's that in. Make sure the centre of the wheel is central. There we go. Like so. There we go. There and there we have the tyre and wheel in place. As you can see, we've got this part which saves for a later issue, and that brings us to the end of issue 2 and the end of this package. So as always, please do like and subscribe to the channel. The channel's really starting to grow now. I really want to carry on that progress. And as always, your collection, your rules. See you in the next video.